Hello, Vibe and Vixens. I'm so excited. Oh, I have a hair on my screen. If you're watching the replay, I'm sorry. That's what I'm doing here. I had a hair on there. Woo! Can't deal with it. Can't do it. Oh my gosh. Hi. I hope y'all are having a fabulous evening. I know that it's a bit early. I am Central Standard Time. So I had to choose a time that would work kind of for both of us. So I hope you guys get a chance to watch this live. And if not, then that's totally okay. But if you do watch it live, let me know how long you've been in the business and how many online parties you've done so far. How about that? That's a new and interesting question. How many online parties have you done? Okay, and if you haven't done any, you can just put 0 or tell me about your dog. So I'm really excited to talk to you guys about online parties because I like to figure out puzzles. And online parties were a definite puzzle for me. So I'm Nikki Mars, and I am a national director with Pure Romance. I've been in the business 6, almost 7 years, so a hot minute. I was a slumber parties transfer, but I never had any interest in doing this business full time. That was never a thing that I wanted to do. I never wanted to do more than just a couple parties a month. So I still only do about 5 to 6 parties a month. That's it. Except in February. We all know we do a lot more in February. So, hey, Emily. I literally only do 5 to 6 a month. That's it. And I am sitting right at almost 60,000. So when I first gave her my bio, it was 57, but it's 60 now. So that's big. I never expected to do those type of numbers. I was the hobbyist. That was me. I didn't want to run a team. I didn't want responsibility. I didn't want any of that stuff. But I found that I really love the business because you get to change women's lives, and that's huge to me. That we get to literally hands-on change women's lives. I mean, that is super, super freaking cool. So the reason why I actually decided to take on online parties and figure out the puzzle was not because I was just like really determined. Honestly, it's because I had to. Okay, so my son was born about 4 years ago, and he was in the NICU for 2 weeks. I had parties scheduled, but I couldn't leave because he breastfed every 3 hours on the hour, and so I lived basically at the hospital, and so I was helping to feed him. Fast forward a couple years, I had brain surgery. I have a Chiari malformation, and I had to have surgery about a year and a half ago, but I had a team at that point, a huge team, and I had minimums that I had to hit. So I had to figure out how to sit out for, 8 weeks to 12 weeks, not be able to drive while still paying my bills. So how am I going to do this? How am I still going to hit my minimums? I can't drive. I can't go party. I can't pay my bills. So I supplemented with online parties. So that is why I was able to figure it out. Did I have great first online parties? No. Okay. So I stood there like an idiot talking to myself several times. And I want all of you to know that I did not in any way, shape, or form just magically wake up one day and be like, this is amazing. I'm amazing. And have a $2,000 online party. That is not how this worked. I had a lot of trial and error that really taught me how to do what I do with online parties. So Lucy was part of a conversation one day, and I wasn't real sure. They asked who was successful with these, and I told them my average. So this year, my parties range all year from 700. My online parties range from 700, and I thought to only 1,200, but then I went and I looked at the number. It was actually 2,200. So all of my parties fall in that range for online this year. So that's why I'm here talking to you guys today, because I do have sort of a system figured out, and I hope that it can work for you, because I'm really excited to share. I love to share, and I love to change lives. So if you guys get anything out of this, then I'm really excited. If you're just joining in, hi Cindy, hey Amber, hey Jade, then make sure you drop how many years you've been in the business and how many online parties you have attempted. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you that I do not only do online parties. I do only 5 to 6 parties a month, but I only do 1 online party a month. That's it. Now, if there is an event going on in our area, because I happen to live in a very small town but large town, and so we have these large events that happen several times a year. We have Walmart shareholders. The entire town is at Walmart shareholders meetings and concerts and the races that they do and all the fun stuff. This month we happen to have the 3rd largest biker rally, and everybody goes to that, so nobody's partying. So during those times, I supplement my business with online parties so that I can still get out there and party, and I can do the things while still being able to pay my bills and hitting my retail and hitting my goals. So a few weeks, no parties yet. Oh yay, you're brand new, Emily. I love new babies. New babies, you guys have this like zest for the business that it breathes energy into everybody else. So year 1, no online parties. Okay, so this will be new territory for you, Amber. All right, so let's get started. So what I did is I just sat down, I wrote down everything that I do, literally everything that I do from start to finish. I am going to post one of my online parties in the group for you guys to go ahead and watch it, so you can see exactly what products I talk about and how I describe them to the audience, how I interact with the audience, that kind of thing. This is mostly about prep. Okay, and what to do leading up to the party and what to do after the party. That way you guys can maximize the online party experience. So online parties are tough because we sell a super intimate product, right? So our product is literally one of the most intimate things that you can buy. All right, so how do you make a connection with someone through a computer? That's a very difficult thing to do. So all of my interactions leading up to the party are meant to really engage them in a way that creates a relationship, okay? So the first thing that I do is I use a group. I do not use an event. I tried events for a long time, and I was having okay success, meaning that I was having maybe $200, $300 parties, but it just wasn't what I wanted. So I switched to groups. Okay, so with groups, you have more control over the notifications, and that's huge for me. So I make it a closed group. That's the first thing. And then I ask the hostess to personally invite each person, just like I would if she was having a regular party. So she is going to send them a little blurb, and I'll put that blurb in here for you guys. Hey girl, I am having not hey girl, hey her name. I am having an online party with laundry, lotions, potions, thing that goes buzz in the night. Ha ha ha. Would you like to attend? If so, here is the link to the group. Just join the group. Okay, or I can add you myself. So she's including that link with every single message so that they can add themselves to the group. She's not just going in there and randomly adding a bunch of people to this group. She can also post on Facebook and ask her friends if they want to be invited to one of those parties. Okay, and if they want to, comment below, or she'll send them a link. Okay, so there's 2 ways to get people. She also text messages this out if you have a really engaged hostess. Okay, but I make it a fun name. Okay, so I never do like Rachel's Pure Romance Party or Pure Romance by Nikki Mars. Nothing like that. It's always the Hot and Hilarious Party or the Sexy and Spicy Party or Megan's Hilarious Party. Something like that. Something that attracts their attention and makes them want to join in. They want to join the fun. They're like, hilarious. I want to go to a hilarious party. Like, who wouldn't want to go to a hilarious party, right? We all need some laughs in our life. 3 weeks, no online parties. Hey, Cindy, you're new too. Hi, Caitlin. So I asked the hostess to post that she is comfortable shopping through Messenger with me. This is huge, okay? Because ladies are always really afraid to engage with you through Messenger about sex toys. They just are. So when you ask the hostess to actually post and say, hey, I shopped with Nikki through Messenger. She made it a really comfortable experience for me. She did what was best for me. She didn't try to upsell me or try to push me into something that I couldn't afford. She really cares about me as a person, and the products changed my lives. So something very simple like that, okay? And then I do engagement posts, okay? Posts that are fun. I am not doing product posts leading up to the party. I just am not. And the reason why is because I want them to see the products for the very first time through me. I have a very colorful way of explaining the products, and they want to see it. So to see the products, they actually have to attend the live video. They don't get to see the products beforehand. They have to attend the live video. So that gets my engagement up, and it also gets my the views on my live up because they're curious. They want to know. They know what I do, but they haven't seen any of the products. So they actually attend the live so that they can see it. So my engagement posts are going to be a lot of what you might see on Facebook. Some of the which GIF your favorite celebrity crush. That's one of my favorites. I have one that has little emojis that they have to use. If you've ever been to a pure romance party, if you have no clue what's going on, if your coochie is empty, pop this little emoticon below. And then I post a picture of a demo table that has products on it, but I'm not talking about the products. So now they get to see them visually, but they're not actually hearing about the products. And then they're engaging in the comments below. Like sometimes the hostess will go back in and she'll comment on things and she'll say, girl, you know exactly what's going on, or ha ha ha, our coochies are empty. Oh my gosh, we got to fill our coochies, right? So, so no product, that's a big one. I do a picture of my face. And I'm always really funny. I'm like, right? Or I have like a product in hand, so I'll hold up the kiss and I'll be like, I was kissed today, right? And that will be my engagement. So they know that I'm fun. They want to be my friend, okay? And typically on that post, I am going to offer them tickets into a raffle. I give away a party pack or a pleasure pack, which is just samples. That's all that it is. It's a pleasure pack with their purchase. Okay, so that's what they're getting in to win, but they're getting raffle tickets in to win this pleasure pack. Okay, and the pleasure pack, they get tickets to when they friend you. Okay, so when they're your friend, anytime you post in a group, it'll automatically send them a notification. Okay, when I ask them to send me a PM, that way that line of communication is open and it doesn't go to their other box on the day of the party. Okay, they get a ticket for that too. And then I give a ticket for adding friends too. Adding friends to the event, asking friends if they want to be a part of the event as well. Okay, I explain the live in this post, the picture of me, how I'm going to go live the evening of, and I'm going to talk about all these amazing products, and that they must shop by 10 p.m. that evening. They must tell me what they want for the party by 10 p.m. that evening. So they must have sent me a message. So I'm putting a very short fuse on the shopping time. Now, does that mean that if somebody shops the next day, I'm going to kick them out and say no? Absolutely not. I'm not going to do that. I do give them until I tell them they need to shop by 10 p.m. that night, and then I will send invoices the next day, and they need to have them paid by Friday at noon or Saturday at noon. Okay, so I do give them a little bit of time to pay those invoices. That way they know they still have time, but most of them will shop with me that evening. Because when you tell them the party's closing tonight, it makes them want to shop now, not later. Okay, that's the hardest thing with online parties, is getting people to shop now, not tomorrow, but right now. Because once they get over the excitement of the party, we know they go home and they lose some of that excitement. And we want to make sure and grab it and get all we can while they're excited about that party. Okay, so we want to ask the hostess to post the day of the live about what time I'm going live and how much fun it's going to be, okay? Because they're all her friends, and so they're going to see that post automatically. So even if they haven't friended you, they'll see her posting about it. Post another fun face reminding them about live. So if you did this one last time with the kiss, you do something like, right, or with a filter, with a fun Snapchat filter. Those get a lot of hits and a lot of engagement. And then I do post the party link with images of each of our scents, okay? So, and they have to vote on the scents, all right? So what that means is, and you guys will see the images here later this evening because I'm going to post them in here for you. They have to vote on, do they like Flirt the best? And it kind of describes what's in Flirt. Or do they like the Seventh and Plum? Or is it the Sweet Fantasy? Or is it this one? And whatever they vote on, which one sounds the best, that one is on sale, 10% off. Now you can change that. It can be 5% off. It can be, buy two, get one free, whatever it is that you want to do, but it's that scent. That way it gets them engaged in that post and they're already getting a sale and they're getting hooked up with a discount before they ever start. And typically that means that I can buy products in 6-packs. So I make more money, which is awesome. Like, who doesn't like to make more money, especially on an online party when you have to ship stuff, right? So, because they all want to buy that one product. And so it doesn't bother me giving them 10% off because I got basically one of them for free. So that's what I do with that. And that's a truly engaging post because then people are actually looking through all of those and they're clicking on the one that they like the most, okay? So, post link with images. Oh, yeah. Okay, so then I do a live, just like I'm doing right now. I do my party live, okay? So it is hard when you first start this and you jump on and there's nobody there to talk to. I'm not going to lie to you, it is hard, okay? But the first time we rode a bike, it was hard. And we still got up and we did it anyway. So when it's hard for you, you'll have to get up and you're going to have to do it anyway. That way you can figure out how to ride the bike so that you can get through to the finish line because more ladies jump on at the end, which is the toys, and that's where you want them to be, right? You want them to see the toys. So just move through it, okay? So my live is about 45 minutes long, all right? 45 minutes, that's it. I talk about 19 products, only 19 products. Okay, and you guys will see those products. I'm not sure if I was at 19 when I videoed this party, but I typically talk about Coochie, Body Dew, Skin Therapy, right? The Body Boost, Cocoa Glow, okay? Things I can show before and after pictures for. The Between the Sheets, the Enhancement Gel, the Creme Lubricant, you can show the In Good Hands because those have a very tactile look to them. So really anything that is a sensual product that you can explain with beautiful words. And then after the live, and I thank everybody, I go back through and I comment, and I'm going to come back through on here and comment. So if you have a question or anything, drop it because I am going to make sure and come back and answer all those questions. So I do that. I go back and I answer all those questions. But anyone who is on here on the live, I go and I send her a PM. Okay, immediately. I let them know, hey girls, I'm going to send you a PM, so be checking your inbox for that. And what I say 3 questions to all of those ladies. First question is, how much fun did you have at Michelle's party? Not did you have fun, but how much fun did you have? So, because did you have fun, of course she's going to be like, yes, but how much fun did you have? She's going to answer in a colorful way. The next question is, did you learn anything new today? Okay, so did she learn anything new? These are shopping room tricks, right? And then the last thing is, did you see anything that would enhance your life? So I'm not asking her, so what would you like to take home with you today? Did you see anything that would enhance your life? So we're talking about life enhancement products. And so when you put it that way, it's very different from buy, me, right now. So it really captures them. Then after I message all the girls that were on the live, I go through and anyone who is active on any of the engagement posts, I go through and I message them each every single person individually. So I could send out 20, 25 messages by the time the night is through. But if they weren't on my live, that reminds them to go and watch the live. They'll send a message back to me and they say, girl, I didn't get to watch it, but I'm going to go watch it right now. And I typically get orders that way, them watching the replay. Okay. So then I have the hostess post her wish list, what she's comfortable posting. So I get a lot of Euphoria jammies that are posted, and like coochie, body do, that kind of thing, but only what she's comfortable with posting. So I ask her to post that. That way the ladies see what product she likes, because they tend to run in circles. So I'll sell a lot of the same items when I'm selling something online, because the hostess liked it and so they did too. Okay. Then when ladies shop through me and they've paid, okay, then I literally tell them to go post that they ordered. Go post and tell your friend that you ordered and that she's getting hooked up tonight. And they go post and talk about how their hostess is going to get hooked up and spoiled. And then all the other ladies remember to shop, and I don't have to constantly remind them to shop. They're literally being reminded when someone else has shopped that they need to shop too. So it's not me constantly posting, hey, did you get your order in? Or the hostess posting that either. It's literally they're reminding each other, and it works out a lot better. So let's get down to the coaching, okay? So the coaching, I do send a traditional hostess pack. I do pretty much the same coaching that I do with a regular party, okay? Except some of the verbiage has changed. So I send a hostess pack. In my hostess pack, I put a hostess program. I put an opportunity brochure. I put samples of the scents to share with her friends, okay? I think this is the key, because now they can go on and vote and which one is their favorite. So I picked these up at a bus tour, okay? These are just like little notepads. They look like this, right? And they're a notepad. And so what I do is I write the scent name on here, and then I spray it with Kiss, right? And then I am going to fold it up, and I'm going to put it in one of these little bad boys, okay? So that I can send it to the hostess, and this can be sealed, right? So they can open it and let them smell each individual scent that we have. So I don't send all of them because some of the scents are not my favorite. So I send the ones that I really like, because I have this problem where I can't sell things that I don't like. I don't know if you guys have that problem, but I have that problem. So sorry, hopefully it went right back. So if I really don't like something, I have difficulty selling it. It comes through. It comes through my presentation. So that's what I do. I get the little hearty guys, and I write the name on there, and I spray it with the Kiss, and then I pop it in one of these, and 4 of these little baggies go to the hostess so that she can smell. And then even if she's the only one that smells them, she will say, oh my gosh, this one was my favorite. And so they'll all trend with the hostess. Okay? So I send the hostess program, I send the opportunity brochure, I send the samples of the scents, and I send a catalog, okay, so she can show her friends. And then I schedule text messages to my hostess, just like I would a regular hostess. And I will share all of those texts in here, but basically they're just little reminders. Make sure you add ladies to your group individually. Make sure that you are telling them to invite friends. Have you told them about how much I'm going to spoil you? They could have a party, and when 3 ladies choose to have a party, you'll get an extra $40 in free stuff. I do book live parties here in this area that way, because I have a lot of ladies that aren't living here, but their friends live here. So I do book live parties that way too. So lots of texts and just little bitty reminders. I don't send them every single day. I send them like every 3 days. That way I'm not the annoying lady, but I'm also reminding her. And in my hostess coaching, I let her know, girl, I'm going to send you reminders because I know we all forget stuff. So, I'm going to remind you. So you don't have to remember anything. You don't have to worry about anything. No stress worrying about what it is that I asked you to do, because I'm going to remind you. So, and that's how I present those text messages to her. That way she knows that I'm not bugging her. I really just want to remind her because I know she's busy. Okay? And then schedule text messages, and then the little things that I ask the hostess to actually post in the event. And then I spray all of the orders when they come in and they go out, are shipped to the clients. I spray them all with Flirt perfume. And I let them know, you know, that this is flirty and fun. This party was flirty and fun. Hope you love the Flirt scent that's in your package. Enjoy your products. Thanks so much. And that's how I do live parties. So I have a pretty high average, and it's really about building that relationship with them beforehand and getting your hostess on board. I would say those are the biggest things. Thanks, Andrea. Hey, Miriam. Hey, Jackie. Okay, so let me answer some questions now. Do you create a new Facebook closed group for each party? Absolutely, I do. Yes, ma'am. I do, because then when I have one of my events, like a flash sale, I can go through to each of those groups and post the flash sale link, and then they can go join that group, and we're good to go. So, because they may not all have friended me. So yes, I do. I make a new individual group. That way it's private. And hopefully Facebook does not have a cap on how many groups they let us create, because if so, I'm probably almost there. So that's not good. All right, so there were some other questions. So, oh my gosh. I had them up here, and then like you open Facebook and it all goes away. Anybody else ever do that? If anybody else has any questions that I didn't cover, be sure to comment them below, okay? So I will hang out and wait for questions, no problem, because I want to go back through and make sure that I'm answering everybody's questions. Any issues you've had with parties, online parties, I want to make sure and handle them for you, any way, shape, or form. Okay, so let's see here. So Lucy said, main issues, we've never really bothered to do them because they've never been decent. So I did have some times where I did not have decent online parties. It did take practice. So I will let you know that if you go out and you do one and you're like, "Buh, this sucks. This sucked. I'm never going to do it again." I mean, what if you had like a $200 live party? Would you give up? That's what we do. That's what we do with online parties. We give up too soon. So don't give up, okay? We're going to figure it out. We'll figure it out together. You guys can message me and ask me questions if something didn't go well. We'll figure it out. There's always a solution. Tried a couple times, don't get any sales. The one I had a couple weeks ago had interactions on games before from a couple people. No one was letting me know when they were watching my live feed either. So I say they're bumbling around like an idiot. It is uncomfortable, okay? It is uncomfortable to talk to yourself. I mean, I wish I could like say that it's not, but I mean, it's like a suck it up buttercup kind of thing. Like it is. It's uncomfortable. It's uncomfortable sitting here right now talking to you guys and not having anybody talk back to me. If it helps, you can go live with your hostess. I have asked one of my hostesses to do that before, and she was more than willing, and they saw her laughing and having fun and having a great time, and she went live with me for a little bit, and I did the whole, you know, do you have it, do you love it with the coochie, and she talked about how much she loved coochie, and of course I sold coochie at least to everybody. So it is going to be uncomfortable, but it will get more comfortable the more you practice. Best tips for keeping interaction, games, memes. Yes, I'm going to post every single thing that I post into an online party. I'm going to post it in this group. So you guys will see all of the interaction posts that I post. And I'm going to try to figure out a way to keep it all in one place. That way it doesn't all get split apart. So let's see here. Whenever somebody want to get involved, they get bored watching a video of me rambling. So we need to figure out some funny stuff to say in your video, because they will pop on and off. But if you're funny and if you have built enough of a relationship leading up to the party, then definitely they will stay engaged. I have had people pop on and off because I had to make dinner or whatever, but they always come back. So, and I sell a lot during the replay, okay? I may have 6 ladies on while I'm live, and then I sell a lot more after the replay. So, and then ladies even that were live, they'll go back on and they'll watch again. So, because they missed something. So don't discount the replay, okay? Because it's huge. The replay is huge, okay? So how do you boost your interaction? There's Andrea. Same Andrea. How do I boost my interaction? Well, you're talking about no's, yes responses, maybes, no's. So in the beginning of this, I actually said that I use a group and not an event. So when you use a group and you have your hostess actually message the group link out to people, then they actually want to be there, not just popped in a group or popped in an event. They actually want to be there. So go back and watch the replay and you'll see all of that information. But when it comes to engagement on my posts, the more personal, the better. Okay, so I will ask, I have like a fun one that says your best sex advice in 3 words or less. I have your celebrity crush. I have a fun one that I do about if they've been to a party, drop an emoticon. If their coochie's empty, drop an emoticon. A lot of really personal engagement. So, and when you do that personal engagement, I go through and I comment on every single person. I have one that says, tell me what you do in emojis only. And then I go through and I make stupid guesses, like the dumbest crap you can think of. Like, they love the dumb crap. Okay, so I had a lady yesterday, so I am doing an online party on the 15th, and she posted, she's a lawyer, okay, I know what she does, and she posted something about like a judge and paperwork and wine, and I'm like, are people stealing your wine? Like stealing wine, that must be what your job is, and everybody loves it. So like, I totally knew what she did, but I just made up something stupid, and everybody loved it because it was really personal engaging. They saw that I was funny, they saw that I was going to engage with them, and I was going to get personal. Okay, best way to talk about talking about the products, like each party's specific product, or do you do a dealer's choice? I don't know what that means. I talk about 19 products at every single party, Emily, and they're typically the same, okay? They just are. Like, my toys will change. I find Great Head is a really great one to show on the live because the story that you can tell with it goes really well, and pretty much anything tastes better than penis, so like they're good, right? Like, you tell them like raspberry rosé, like wine flavored penis, they're like, yes, let's go for that, you know, because that's one of the number one things that ladies hate to do. So I tend to show Great Head more online than I do live. Enhancement product, you can talk in great detail and use very descriptive words with what's happening to the clitoris with some of those products. Same engagement, I hold the toys up to my phone so they can hear the vibration, but I show them that it's on and hold it back here so they can see how quiet it is. So just things that are kind of trying to engage their senses. Okay, I write, like when I talk about Island Breeze and between the sheets, I tell them it's like, it smells like vacation. So that will give them a memory of vacation and will then instantly link them to that between the sheets. Okay. Interaction is huge. Also the fact they can't taste, touch, smell, feel the products. So I've talked a lot about that, how you're going to use descriptive words and how you send these little guys to make sure that the hostess has some smells so she can smell some stuff and she can show her friends when she sees them between when the party starts and that. So I feel like I answered that one. Launch party. That's right. Launch party. So someone's doing their launch party as a online, which I think is fabulous. I mean, I did mine live and I loved it, and I think you should do live parties, absolutely. But anytime you're doing a party, you could put a live into the event for the ladies who didn't attend to see and get sales that way. So, and then you can go back and ask them if they watched the live. So I think potentially lives could increase your party sales exponentially. So I'm not sure why you chose to do a launch party online. Typically it's because they couldn't find anybody to come that date. So I'm not sure if that's what happened, Ashley, but it's a great way to do it if you can't do a live one. So okay, so Caitlin asked, do you post a wish list at all? How do they keep track of what they want? I do not post a wish list. You could. I have played tic-tac-toe before. So tic-tac-toe, basically they draw a tic-tac-toe board on a piece of paper and they write products in, okay, to whatever they like, they write into this tic-tac-toe board, all right, and then when I call out products at the end, they get 3 in a row, they have to post their picture. It's very easy for girls to cheat, but it would give them them writing down a wish list as time went on. But mostly I go back through the comments and I notice what they responded to. So if they're like, oh my gosh, great head, you're right, that is so much better than original penis flavor. So then I talk with them in the private messenger about that comment and I say, hey, it seemed like you really like that great head. Was that something you could add on? But most of my products really they kind of like interconnect. So it's very easy to ask them to add like a C80 to a V39 or to add the In Good Hands with the creme lubricant. And then since they're already getting the creme lubricant, they might as well get a C-ring because you use it with the C-ring, right? So that's typically how I work that all out in Messenger. Really, if your hostess posts about trusting you, they're going to trust you too. That's the biggest thing. And that's kind of how they keep track of what they want. But with 19 products, it's not that difficult to figure out like what they want. So that's basically how I do it. But you could totally try to do a wish list. Absolutely. No problem. Or if they like something, they could shoot you a PM what they liked. Just like we do on our flash sales. That would be something. I just thought of that just now. So they could shoot you a PM while you're talking how much they really like that product. They could say, great head, put that on my wish list. You could do it that way too. More interactive. Sure, no problem, guys. Any other questions about online parties? Are y'all out there having fun? Okay, so again, I'm just going to say at the very end, these are a great supplement to your regular party schedule. I do not, unless you have been through surgery, I do not suggest trying to run your business on online parties. They are a great supplement. While I would love to say that every single online party has been $2,000, it's just not the truth. This year, they've been from $700 to $2,200, but I've had a lot of practice. So only supplementation, okay? Not running your business substantially on online parties. Just so you guys know, I just want to make sure and say that because parties are your business. Lucy went live earlier in my group and she said the same thing that I always say, which is if you don't have parties, you don't have a business. So use them to supplement. And if you have any questions or if you had a specific problem that didn't go well in the past, then be sure to chat with me about it. You can send me a PM. I will totally respond. I can't promise when, but I will absolutely respond as fast as I can because I want to make sure and help everyone if you have any questions or any concerns, okay? So y'all have a fabulous evening. I know you will, Vibe Vixens, because you guys have the rest of the night, don't you? It's like 6:30 there. You guys have tons of time, tons of the rest of the night. So go book some online parties that are not in your area. Talk to y'all later. Bye.